Okay, we got 2 units here picking up 2 motors at FedEx again. One smaller one that we hardly ever use, and me. So we both back up and both get loaded, and one's going to Union Gap, which is me, Yakima area, and then the second one is going to be going to Pendleton, Oregon. So 2 different things going on, 2 different loads. Here's that second unit. I'm gonna go check in, show you guys the loading process after we're done. So we thought we were getting 2, but they're both really tall. They're bigger than the last ones. And I took the taller one, the 59 tall one, and there's one that we left over that's 57 tall, and we only have a 48-inch opening in this van. Once again, this is why you do not buy a van like this and don't use it for expediting, because you show up and you're thinking you're going to get, you know, a load that's going to fit because they said it was 48 tall. Well, it's not. This one's 59 tall, the other engine was 57 tall, so it's getting left behind. But it's all good, happens. Daniel's going home empty, and I'm going home still loaded, but I'll be leaving tomorrow morning. And this thing is heavy, heavy, heavy. 33, 41, almost 3,400 pounds.
No, that's
so
35, 41.
35?
Yep.
No, it says 33, 41.
Look at it, get closer.
It says 33. You can get closer all you want.
This is a 5. Oh no, it is a 3.
Yeah, that's all I was saying. 33. So 3,300 pounds. I don't know. We'll see what I'm going to do with it. I might push it in a little more further at home to make it a little bit further in there. That way I'll be squatting just a little less. But that's how it is. We thought we got 2 of them, and nope. Another perfect example why you got to have a tall roof van. Some people think it's okay, or they don't want to tell me otherwise. They think they know better than somebody who's been doing this for 9 years. You know, do this for 9 years and you'll see what's best for what. Especially if you would have traveled over here, say 100 miles, 200 miles, you come here and it doesn't fit in your van. Well, guess what? You get a lousy $100 tow new, truck order not used, and that's it. With a tail between your legs, you're just got to go back to where you came from, or keep chilling in Spokane waiting for a miracle to happen. Morning. You got an engine for you guys? Yeah. Did you guys receive it here or in the back area? Okay. And I can get unloaded now? Okay. All right, I'll be right there. Thank you. Made it here safe and sound. Hello? Morning. Got an engine delivery for you guys?
Engine delivery?
Yeah. Am I okay there? You want me closer?
Is it for us?
Yeah, it's for you guys. I got paperwork, I'll bring it to you. So I walk in, they tell me, yeah, you can get unloaded. That's why I asked, because I know my time says 8, but all over their doors and online it says they're open at 7. I walk in to the people that are sitting there. I ask them, can I get on, I got an engine for you. You receive deliveries in the back. They say yes. Can I get unloaded now? They say yes. So I go back there and this guy's not very happy. I don't know why he's not happy. Hey, if you don't have time and you got other things to do, you could say wait till 8 o'clock, you'll get unloaded then. And I would have said no problem. I know what time it's scheduled for. We're in the waiting business always. We wait, we hurry, and wait. That's how expediting works. So we've been hurried for a lot of times for nothing. And the other 2 deliveries I had previously, they hurried, and I ended up coming there, and guess what? everything was closed. So I had to lay over the previous 2 times, which, you know, what are you going to do? It's okay. Now, I've put 80 PSI in my tires. You always want to, here's your tip of the day, if you guys didn't know. If you're carrying a heavy load like that, normally I run at like 65 PSI in the back. But if I'm carrying something like above 2,500 pounds, I air it up more. And when I'm like close to my max capacity, then I usually do either 75 or 80 PSI. So early in the morning at home, I aired them up to 80 PSI all the way up because it's sitting in the back. I should have pushed it in a little further. I didn't know last night if I was going to be leaving last night and sleeping on site or if I'm going to be leaving in the morning. I left in the morning, so basically it was just sitting in the back. When freight is sitting in the back like that and it's that heavy, you don't want it sitting back there. It's not ideal. You want to push it forward. That way you're not putting so much strain in the back. But hey, that's how money is made. That's how my $600 is made. If I didn't voice it out, basically we charge them $600. It's 200 miles, $600. Yeah, it's another 200 miles back, 400-mile round trip, heavy load, lots of strain, you know, a little bit of risks, but it paid off. Everything's great. Now I'm going to go deflate my tires back to 65 PSI and go home. And that was a $600 day for me. Yesterday I loaded it, came home, slept in my bed, woke up at 3:15 in the morning today, made my coffee, got ready, pumped up the tires, left at 4 a.m., arrived at 7 a.m. So basically those 200 miles on the West Coast, doing 75 miles an hour, took me 3 hours to get there. And it's going to take me 3 hours to get back. I'm about halfway home already. And so you can do the time however you want to do the times. It took maybe, I don't know, 15-20 minutes to get loaded at most and leave. So 6 hours and 15 minutes, call it 6.5 if you want. 6.5 hours, $600 gross. From that, you take away the cost of the fuel, which is the van gets 400 miles to the tank. Tank right now costs about $100 to fill up, so 500 in my pocket. Easy math, easy, you know, easy understanding of what this is and how easy and quickly you can make that money sometimes. Sometimes you could arrive and they can't load you for a while. Sometimes you arrive and they can't unload you for a while. There's issues. So there could be issues. This is the, you know, this is the game. Not the game, but part of the job. And, you know, 2 hours of detention is always free. If you guys didn't know, at pickup, and 2 hours of detention is free at delivery as well, in case people didn't know. After that, you start raking up your detention for, well, that was a rock hitting the windshield. I heard you guys, hope you guys heard that one. Good thing I didn't change mine out. I still have the crack and I still have the bunch of dings, and look at all that. Look at these. So you could end up waiting, you know, for what this load paid. It paid excellent money. It paid excellent money. This one actually even paid $100 more than last time, because last time I took one to Yakima, just literally right down the street from there, maybe 2 blocks away, the last load I took with the engine. So it's the same. And that one paid $500, which is still not bad. But this time, you know, I was like, it's heavy. It was heavier. It was about double the weight of the last ones, because last time it was small engines. This is a semi one. I even asked what this was. They said it was a semi engine. So what it is. What can you do? Sometimes you got to take a heavier one just to make the money, and other times you're going to end up, you know, hauling something light for less. But if it's a heavier load, we try to get drivers more pay if possible. It's not always possible, depending on what area you're trying to get out of, how much competition there is in that area. Because if the competition is sitting there for days and days and days, guess what? People start getting desperate. The rates start going down. So, and drivers, you know, they sit a day, 2 days, 3 days, if they sit that long. And these days, it's a new norm, you know, waiting for a load for a couple of days sometimes. It's a new norm nowadays. So sometimes you can end up doing that, and then you get desperate, you get homesick, you just want to get moving, so the rates fall. When the rates fall, the next day, all the people that were sitting in that area still haven't moved out, and then it keeps going on for days, maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks. Then the brokers and their customers get accustomed to those rates, and they kind of get used to the lower rates, and then all of a sudden, when it's time to actually, when there's not a lot of competition, they keep saying, well, you moved this load for me last time for that much, or hey, customer only pays this much lately. And you're like, well, you know, sometimes there's desperate times and desperate measures that have to be taken. So every time is different, every place is different. You know, when we bid loads, we know by the broker response of how bad the area is that day or how good it is. Sometimes it takes us all day long bidding nonstop, and you get funny rates back if they even answer you back. A lot of times they just don't even answer you at all. That means that your rate is your rate is too high. When your rate is too high, broker doesn't even answer a lot of times. So by the end of the day, when all the cheapos move out of there, all the scared people, they get a load and get out of there, then, you know, we could move people. But, you know, it's been in some of the places that we thought were bad, they've been actually pretty good. Laredo's been good. We've been getting people out of there. And for some reason, this is, what, the mid-November now? And California's been bad. West Coast has been really bad. So, yeah, things are kind of, the bad moves around. It's not in a certain area. And the whole South sucks too. The whole South sucks. But hey, that's enough of the bad. Look at this. Outside, weather is beautiful. It's sunny. Oh, but guess what? This morning, and it's a good thing that I left early. I like to give myself a cushion. I know some drivers, they just give themselves a little bit of extra time, little bit. If not, then they're just not expecting the worst. You got to give yourself decent time. I gave myself an hour extra time this morning. When I left the house, we had insane fog and 23 degrees outside. And this fog was kind of like rain. I had to use the wipers. So basically the fog is falling and freezing on the road at the same time. No de-icer. So good thing I had a heavy load, because I was still all over the freeway trying to do 70, 75, 60, 65 sometimes. When you're passing semis, you're really flying all over the place. So you gotta watch out for that freezing fog. Even if it doesn't look like it, look at the weather. You're able to see if it's freezing and fog is falling, that means the road is slick. It's common sense. So you gotta watch out. If you got a really light load, you guys have to be really careful, really prepared. God bless you guys. Take care. We'll see each other next time on the next one. And that could really happen anytime.